Hello everyone, Jamie Romine here. I hope you are all doing well. Tonight's title, Why Not You? And with Robert's training, this was, if I remember correctly, this was a repeat from last year. And obviously he felt led that some folks needed to hear this again, and it is a great message. It will not be the last time we share this message, I'm sure. And here's why. When you have a thought that you're going to start something new, do you think that it's not for you? Or do you have the thoughts it's too late? Or do you have the thoughts that there's already too many people doing it? We hear that a lot in marketing. It's saturated, but it's not true. And the reason I ask you these questions is, why not you? You know, there's no reason why you couldn't do any of these things. If during school, we had the option to play sports or not. You know, folks do that. And there's a lot more people that do not go pro than that does not make it, or that does make it. But that doesn't mean you couldn't. We chose not to go down that path. Same with music. I love playing music. It's a hard life I love playing rock, so it's hard in the area that I live in for some rock music, or bands. But we would play out, and we loved doing it. Making it big's a little different though, right? You gotta get hurt at that right time, or whatever it takes. But, why not me? Why not you? We choose what actions we're going to make to the path that we're going to take, and that leads us down that path, of course. But, if I want to use the band I was in as an example on making it big or not, we chose to play these little clubs because we knew the crowds that were going to be at these clubs and how much they enjoyed our music, whether it was the covers that we did or the originals that we had wrote. And there was a place or two that we had either once a month or once every other month that we played at that place, and we had a crowd there every time. But that's what made us happy, was doing those little clubs like that. So could we have went further with it? Of course, we would have had to make different steps in the beginning. My point of that is, why not you? It could be for anyone. It's just a matter of what you choose to do. And you can always dream about what you want to do. You can think about it and dream it, right? But if you're not ever going to make the actions to at least attempt to try this thing, and when I say try, you truly got to try it. You got to actually put the work in. You can't go in there. Let's use marketing, for example. You can't just come in and sign up and then expect it to work. You got to work at it just like you do anything else. The difference in what we do marketing wise versus a regular job, let's say, is marketing I can do at any time, and there is no specific time because it's worldwide. With a job, I got to get up at a certain time, be at work at a certain time, right? There's a lot more freeway with marketing possible, but you still have to work at it to get it going. Now here's another thing about marketing. If you can find some marketing that's residual, once you get it to a certain point, and it does take work, it's residual. It keeps repeating, whether you continue working or not. Me personally, I will never stop the working of it, because not only it's not for me to just make a bunch of money, but mainly because if I'm not continuing working for it, then I'm taking away from that next person that needed to hear it at that right moment. So always sharing and caring, and that will help the people that needed to hear it at that moment. You may have already talked to them before, but it needed to hear it at that moment. That way you can tell them, why not you? So, why not you? There is no reason why you couldn't do the things you truly have a heart to do. It may take you longer than some, and that's okay. So without giving it a chance, you'll never know. And then, and then there's the problem if you don't ever give it a chance. You might get older and have that regret for not trying. I don't want anyone to have any regrets. You should at least try to see if it's something that's worth it for you. And if you don't love it, don't do it. It's as simple as that. If you don't love it, don't do it. You might try it and it might not be for you right now. It might be bad timing, you know. You never know. But I'll tell you what. I don't know how many of you have ever been told that someone believes in you. You know, as a child, we all should be told that. Our parents should always tell us, I believe in you. Some of us have a rough childhood and we don't get told these kind of things. And some of us get told by one parent, not the other, you know? It's just, you can use that as fuel, to be fair. You can use it to make you stronger. But I'll tell you this, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. Why do I believe you can do it? Because I know what I've done. I know what I've gone through. I've listened to the story of my mentor, Robert Hollis, and what he's done and what he's gone through and where he's at now. That's why I follow his training. That's why I follow his teachings. Because he's making it work. Why not duplicate what he's doing, right? Later on, I can do more coaching myself. At the moment, I'm going to coach following him. I'm always looking forward to your thoughts and your comments. And I want to remind you of this as well. Stay focused, stay positive, and never give up.